it's kind of, it's meant to be like, so you think to yourself, oh, this is like a prequel thing. When you see Wicked in Broadway, it's like a prequel sort of thing, like, oh, how the Wicked Witch of the West was friends with the Glinda, the Good Witch of the North, whatever the fuck it is, and all the rest of it. And you start off thinking, and I don't know if you're meant to think this way, but this is actually like, see, it's as if, see if you watch the musical and watch the film, The Wizard of Oz, it all makes sense. It's not some. That's the way I felt it was meant to be. Like it's not some sort of other way of thinking about it or some other take on it. It's meant to be as if it's like a kind of prequel sort of thing. Is it based on the book Wicked? I don't know. Um, that's the way I understand. So the Wicked Witch of the West was actually pals with Glinda, the Good Witch, but that Glinda was like a kind of no spoilt sort of one, but kind of attention seeking type of person. She's that kind of person. I looked up it is. What the fuck is that? Is it? Hold on. Wicked book? Was that there? 1995. Fucking hell, just saw something horrible. Um, Shows her childhood and all that, political tension and all that. Basically, make out the Wizard of Oz to be bad. He's actually bad. He's not just a bit of a liar, like kind of like fascist sort of thing, and or something. And there's like experiments going on and things like that. Anyway, this is spoiling the ending, right? This is spoiling the ending. Wasn't that the point of it all along? Says Cyrillus. Um, that's certainly how I felt the first time I watched The Wizard of Oz. That's the first word that came into my mind. Fascism. Uh, aye. So this is a big spoiler. This is a big spoiler. So it's one of these ones like, did you know that the Wicked Witch of the West is actually good? And it was actually good. And the reason why she's like that is because it's actually the Wizard of Oz that's bad. And it's all kind of corrupt and all that. And she's been, everybody's been said she's bad, but she's no, and some shit like that, right? All that, right? So because you're showing that she's all nice, really, or started off nice or whatever, and it's a kind of prequel, you might be thinking, right, so that's a bit sad that they're just going to show her getting a bucket of water chucked at her and then she fucking melts and she's dead. I bet there's a good ending. Bet it's some sort of good ending. Here's what the fucking ending is. You ready for this? If you don't want spoilers for Wicked the musical, you're gonna have to look away. You're gonna have to look away. So here it is. So she gets the bucket of water. So she's all pally again with the Good Witch of the North because it's sort of fallen out, and then the it's as if Good Witch of the North is a kind of mean girl sort of thing, fucking in school, and centre attention and things like that, and ridiculing the Witch of the West because of how she looks and everything, and because she's like green for birth. It's not like later on. It's not like that fucking, what do you call it, film, Sam Raimi one. But then they become actual pals. They become pals. But then there's another kind of fallout. But then, anyway, so she gets the bucket of water chucked at her, right? And it's done behind a kind of screen, like a sort of silhouette looking thing, like a kind of shadow puppet looking type of thing. It's not an actual puppet, it's just as if you see somebody run on doing it. And then that's it. And then, and she's no there, like that whole melting thing. It's just like the cloak and the hat sitting on the grin. And everybody goes away. She's dead, yes. That was it. And then when everybody goes away, who is it? Is it the Scarecrow or somebody? I don't know. Chap's on the door, on a trap door, and goes and opens it. It worked. It worked. And trapdoor, and the Wicked Witch of the West comes out for a trapdoor. Faked. They faked the death. Faked it. Because all people, like Ozzy's minds, every people of Ozzy's minds, the people of Oz, their minds were all sort of like turned against her. There'd be no changing that now, right? No changing that. So she decided she'd just have to fake her death and then just like flee. So she comes up for this fucking trapdoor, like, oh, it worked. And then her, the Wicked Witch of the West, helped by Glinda, Good Witch of the North, she runs away to have a new life. You know who she runs away with? Her lover. Her lover. Do you know a boyfriend? Do you know who that is? The Scarecrow. The Scarecrow was in it the whole time. The Scarecrow was in it the whole time. You're making this up. I'm not making it up. I'll try and very, very briefly tell you the whole plot to Wicked in a very simple manner. There's some governor or something like that at Oz. No, the Wizard of Oz, right? And he's got like 2 daughters, I think. And the first daughter that they have is all green. I think because the mob was drinking, she was seeing some guy behind the dad's back. And she was like, and the guy was like, oh, and they're drinking some sort of like liquid, green liquid. You don't know what it is. And so the wine turns out green. As if she's like an absinthe sort of thing, right? She turns out green and they're all horrified. Then have a sister who is in a wheelchair. And I don't know, because she had an accident or something, maybe. I can't quite remember. Like younger sister, and that's that. Anyway, the dad isn't like the Wicked Witch of the West. What's her name? Esmeralda or something like that, right? You're not explaining it very well. So all you need to know is, right, so it's like school age, and they're going to school, and the Wicked Witch of the West, she's all nice and everything. She's all nice. And she's only there to look after her younger sister who's in a wheelchair. She's a promising one. That's the one that Da actually likes. And he's always giving the Wicked Witch of the West one a hard time and all that. Just look after your sister and all that, right? And then they go to secondary school, and the Wicked Witch of the West is getting all ridiculed, and she's singing songs about I look different and all that sort of part, right? People are all like, all horrified. One of the ones. You look a bit different. People are, that's right, no plant. That kind of thing. There's Glinda, the Good Witch of the North. She's not called that yet. because she's green, aye. Um, she's like a kind of sort of mean girl, sort of spoiled. She talks about attention and her being a kind of centre of attention and things like that. It's all kind of on the nose stuff, like um, uh, it's that kind of thing. Head cheerleader, aye, that kind of thing, that sort of thing, like that, right? And because the Wicked Witch of the West shows some sort of promise with magic or something like that, that makes Glinda jealous. That's the Good Witch of the North. And I can't fucking remember. But she ends up embarrassing the Wicked Witch of the West at the school fucking dance thing or something like that. Geezer, Glinda, the Good Witch of the North, keeps getting sent hats by her granny. They're so unfashionable. Do you know what would be funny? I'm going to get to the Wicked Witch of the West. Remember, they're not called the Wicked Witch of the West and the Good Witch of the North. It's like Glinda and Esmeralda. I still can't fucking remember. Right? What's the name? Elf. Synopsis. My God. I don't know. She's got. I don't know. Wicked Witch of the West's sister, who's in the wheelchair, fancies some guy. Also, the Good Witch of the North fancies some other guy. He's a bit of a kind of jock type, that kind of thing. Oh, right. All you need to know is it's all that fucking cliched stuff, right? And actually, the jock sort of guy, no Scottish, I mean, you know, that American, like, sort of the football player, American football player in the fucking American secondary school or something. The sort of one that would go well with the cheerleader kind, like as in the Good Witch of the North. But he actually kind of likes the Wicked Witch of the West to spend a bit of time together, and she likes him. That one that the Wicked Witch of the West's sister likes, this other guy that she fancies, he likes the Good Witch of the North. So you got that whole sort of thing, right? And the Good Witch of the North says, oh, you know what you should do? You should take the Wicked Witch of the West's sister, who's in the wheelchair, to the dance or something like that. And he does that, and the sister's all happy with it, and all the rest of it. And then the Wicked Witch of the West gives her sister magic shoes to help her walk. That's when it starts to get into something like, wait a minute, this was made 20 years ago. It feels like it was made in the fucking 70s or the 80s, like an 80s film. You know, like the wheelchair sort of thing. You know, it's because I'm in a wheelchair and, oh my God, I can walk now. You know, it's got that 80s. Wait it. If only she weren't disabled. It's got that kind of wait it, like it was written in 2004, like it was written fucking 82. Or, you know, somebody's blind and then, oh my God, now I'm no blind. Good, now my life's worth living. You know, that kind of thing. But anyway, what happens? So there's a lot of that sort of shit going on. Then all you need to know, just sort of whiz forward. So it turns out they go to see the Wizard of Oz and all that. She gets to meet him, the Wicked Witch of the West gets to meet him and all that, and she looks up to him. Turns out he's a bit of a fascist and all the rest of it, and has been behind this kind of, like, doing experiments on fucking animals or something, and he's got like a PR department and all that, you know, like kind of fucking Goebbels type of thing. You know, the whole thing like that. You know, he's got basically a minister of fucking propaganda, enslaving the monkeys, and sort of tricks the Wicked Witch of the West into reading out some magic book because he can't do any magic, and she sort of accidentally, by reading out this spell, gives the monkeys wings, and she's like, you got to free the monkeys, you know, release the monkeys. And it's just hearing the word monkey again and again, it's daft. And she's like pure serious about it, and so that's why they're kind of like the flying monkeys away, because she's liberated them or something. Anyway, what happens next? So, Wicked Witch of the West is like, I'm going to expose you, the Wizard of Oz, for actually being a bad person. That you've been behind all this stuff that's been going on. And he's like propaganda fucking minister is like that. No, we're going to make sure everybody thinks you're evil and bad. And the Good Witch of the North sort of goes along with that. She sort of sells out the fucking Wicked Witch of the West, kinda, because she's so ambitious and everything. Then what happens? Right, wait, you fucking hear this. So, one of the things that's getting experimented on was a wee lion cub in a cage, and he's like, "Look, I'm doing experiments." But in school, they go, "Look, let's do an experiment on this lion." It's like, "Oh no, he's shaking, he's scared." And you got to see this puppet, by the way. It's like, what? It's like a wee fucking stuffed fucking toy. The actual Wizard of Oz, you know, the big metal fucking thing. It's not like the one in the film where it's like a projection. It's this big metal thing. That was good, but the wee lion cub, it's like a wee fucking puppet. It's like God the Gopher. Aye. Wee hand puppet looking fucking thing. Is all scared, and you're like, oh right, that's why this is like the Cowardly Lion, right? But it's like, we thing that size, we're going to see him later. The Cowardly Lion, you don't see him again. So then, so later on, so she's running away. So everybody's turned all bad and all angry and all that. And the sister of the Wicked Witch of the West is all pissed off with the Wicked Witch of the West for being a baddie. And she's like, I'm not a baddie, it's lies. Something. Anyway, the guy that the Wicked Witch of the West's sister likes, the one she fancies, the one who's sort of pretending he likes her, but he's actually doing it as a favour. He's not got any time for her now, the Wicked Witch of the West's sister, the one in the wheelchair, because, you know, the family name's been shamed and all that, and he doesn't give a fuck about it anymore. She's like, how dare you? You've broke my heart. I'm going to make sure you've not got a heart. I'm going to make sure you've not got a heart or something. And so the Wicked Witch of the West's sister, the one in the wheelchair, does some spell, and he's like, kind of like that. I can't remember. And you're like, oh, right, I get it. This is like what, right, the Tin Man or something. Redeemed Improv, please stop. Absolutely fucking no way, Adam. Adam Monty, you will get an improv story tomorrow. So the Wicked Witch of the West's sister, the one with the magic shoes, in other words, she's the Wicked Witch of the East. You know, the host one. Takes out the heart, or somehow removes the heart of this guy that she fancied, and he doesn't fancy her or something, says something bad to her. The Wicked Witch of the West is like, no, don't do that. I need to save his life. And she does a spell. I need to do something that will somehow keep him alive. And then the next time you see him, he's a Tin Man. Like, he wakes up like that. Oh, what happened? I can't remember what happened. What happened? Sees himself in the mirror. And he's like, oh, look what she's done to me. And now he's like, fucking leading the charge against the Wicked Witch of the West. Look at what she did to me. Because he can't remember that she actually saved his life by turning him into the Tin Man. Because that's how, see if somebody's got the heart removed through magic. That's somehow, you can still save the person's life by turning him into a Tin Man. That's not explained. It's just said. That's it. Need to save his life somehow. So he fucks off. He doesn't remember that she actually saved his life. So he's like, he hates her. The Cowardly Lion, you never see again since that wee thing. The Scarecrow, you might be thinking, who's the Scarecrow then? See, because that sort of good-looking guy, the one who should be like with the kind of cheerleader type witch, the Good Witch of the North is, you know, that guy who actually really likes the Wicked Witch of the West, even though they're kind of different, and the Wicked Witch of the West likes him. He stands up for her, and he protects her, and he's like, with pointing the gun at the soldiers and all that sort of thing. He gets punished. They go like that. That's it. Take him into the cornfield and hang him up, like the sort of like hang him up like that. Hang him up there until we decide what to do with him or something. Right? And then you don't see him for a bit. And I'm like, right, so he's somehow going to be the Scarecrow then. And then later on, it's just very, very quickly said. Very quickly said. That I saved his life. And now he's a Scarecrow. That's it. Saved his life by making him into a Scarecrow. It's just dead quickly kind of done at the end, you know, just like, oh right, he's a Scarecrow now. You know what's done with the Tin Man because he didn't have a heart. That's him now because he's going to die. And since he was at a cornfield, I thought, yeah, you know what, fuck it, let's make him a Scarecrow. You don't see that happen. He just appears a bit later as a fucking Scarecrow. And so then there's this kind of hunt for the Witch of the West. There's a storm has come that has maybe actually been brought about by the Wizard of Oz. It's actually brought the storm to do something bad or something. Magic thing. He made the storm come that brought the house down. Ended up killing the Wicked Witch of the East, which is her sister. Wicked Witch of the West now hates this farm girl, which is Dorothy. You don't see her, by the way, we don't ever see her. It's like a kind of silhouette sort of thing. And then dead quickly it goes for that to chucking the water at her, and it looks like some sort of conspiracy. They're coming to get you. Oh, I'm trying to save you. They're going to come and get you. And then the bucket of water. You don't see that happen. It's done in a kind of silhouette sort of way. And then, oh no, she's dead. And then a bit later, I think it's the Scarecrow goes like that. It worked. Trapdoor opens. Wicked Witch of the West gets out. And so they faked the death. And then the Wicked Witch of the West and the Scarecrow go away. That's the end of that. One thing I failed to mention was, remember that green liquid? Remember the green liquid thing that the Wicked Witch of the West's ma drank? That her fancy man, her bit in the side, was like giving her before she was born. The Wicked Witch of the West was born. She has a bottle of that as a kind of keepsake. And it's something like the Wizard of Oz sees it and goes, wait, I can't remember what it is. I've not seen that, or it's somebody else that says it. I've not seen that since, I don't know. Can't remember how it's revealed, but basically it is revealed that see the person, the guy, the bit in the side, the fancy man with the green liquid, that's the Wizard of Oz. In other words, the Wizard of, unless I fucking followed it, the Wizard of Oz is the Wicked Witch of the West's da. Anyway, the Good Witch of the North, I think, says to the Wizard of Oz, you're out of order, you're a bad guy, I want you to leave for all the bad stuff you've done. That's why he fucks off. And I think this is all meant to still somehow tie in with the fucking film. It doesn't. Then why fake the fucking death? That's what I was thinking. I was thinking, if this is like a prequel and it's meant to kind of work, and, you know, that's... So see when you see the Scarecrow in the film, that's actually... Do you know that's actually the sort of boyfriend of... When you see the... Did you know this is actually... It's meant to tie in. Otherwise, why do they all fake the fucking death? Just make it so that that doesn't happen. In this different alternative fucking universe. So the Wicked Witch of the West fucks off with the Scarecrow. That's her boyfriend. That's her boyfriend. Whether he's got a fucking diploma or no. The sum of the thing about, the Pythagoras fucking theorem thing. She fucks off. I don't think she can reverse that, by the way. So she's stuck with a Scarecrow. Dorothy, you see Dorothy, but only in kind of silhouette sort of thing. That's that. And that's it. That's it. So, if that then, so you might think, right, so this is meant to tie in with the film. I mean, if it's just meant to be some sort of alternate fucking, different story, why have the faking of the fucking death at the end? Just have it that something else happened because this is a retelling. something else happened entirely. It's, you know, like that. I think it's meant to tie in. So that means when she fucking chucks in the film, chucks it like the fire fucking ball at the Scarecrow, she's chucking that at who she knows as her fucking boyfriend. And what her boyfriend is like, the Scarecrow's like that to the Wicked Witch of the West, and the Wicked Witch of the West like that. And that's it. And then and that's it. And every song, by the way, has got this big crescendo thing. I was looking at reviews of it, and it's got generally good reviews, but a few people moaning about it said don't like the songs. It's crescendo after crescendo after crescendo. And I was thinking, well, a lot of songs have got crescendos. What's up with that? And I was thinking, no. I was thinking about Cabaret, and I was thinking how that song doesn't end with a big. That one does. That one doesn't. That one doesn't. It doesn't end with something. Hey, you know, every fucking song ends like that. Anyway, at the end, like, so, you know, that's the end of it, right? Lights go off, lights go on, cast comes out for the background lot to the kind of, I don't know, the third lot, secondary lot, and then to the main ones at the very end and all that, right? And her playing the Wicked Witch of the West with the Good Witch of the North comes out, they come out like that, and we were kind of like 6th or 7th row or something like that, right? And it came out like that. Like, that one's like that, looking up. We're down here, right? I paid a fucking fortune. They're like, and that one's like that, looking up there. And I'm like, no, fucking paid a fucking fortune. You fucking look down here. You look down here. It was just the way, there wasn't this, look, it wasn't this. It was just this. Another one was like that. And I was looking at it, I was like, why are they not looking about? Why are they not looking up there, down there, you know, everywhere? I thought, is this for the 40? Is this, did they take a 40 after every fucking show? Did it go like that? Right, so you look that way and you look that way. So that it's the two years like kind of like that. Like, is it that? So they don't get any pictures of them looking down at the front row like this. Is that it? And ended it all that sort of thing, and then that was the end of it. I thought, yous don't give a fuck, don't yous know? I mean, yous do this 7 days a fucking week, sometimes twice in one day. Yous don't give a fuck about this anymore.